Alrighty guys, welcome into day 18 of the free-to-play journey. Today we're going to go a little bit more deeper into spending the stamina. I had a lot of comments and everything from the last video saying that going for all of the event items and everything like that was very worth it, which I definitely agree with, but let's do some math behind it right now. Just the amount of stamina that we would have to, we'll say we're going to do worst case scenario, because worst case scenario is the only thing that we can go off of, because we can't count on the account being lucky. It's not something that we can do. So this is what we have left. We have 5, 10, 12, 19, 26, 50, oh, no, 26, yeah, 52, what is this, 79, so 86 items that we can pull off of this banner, which is 200 per item, and we get 200, we get around, if we do stage 5, we get 1200 per 80 stamina, so that's 6 per 80 stamina. And per 80 stamina, or is it, yeah, 80 stamina, because it's 20 for stage 5, and it takes about, we'll say 8 hours to get 80 stamina. I did this to leave it right here just to show this specifically. We're gonna say around 8 hours, give or take, to get 80 stamina. So we get what, 240 stamina a day. Every 24 hours we get 240 stamina, about full full recharge. We need 82 more, so yeah, 24 hours for 240 stamina. So basically 100 stamina, no 100 stamina, 10 stamina every hour. Is that right? Yeah, something right around there. So we would get a total of 1200, 3600 of these a day. 3600 of these a day allow us to pull 18 times a day. So 18 times a day to clear this out. On this one alone, we had 80, I believe is what we said. We would need about 5 days, give or take, 4.5 days to clear this. Then if we move on over here, we would need another 5-6 days here to clear here, another 4.5 days. So in total we're looking at a little over 2 weeks just to completely grab all of these from today, from this point forward, to grab all of these right here. And none of these materials is going to benefit us for 6. So right now, when I was talking about future-proofing the account, I was talking about future-proofing for the units that we're going to be pulling for. Now, don't get me wrong. All of these yellow items, like everyone was saying, are very useful. But this is based on luck to get these early on, to not have to worry about some of these extra items and stuff like that. And then not even worry about going through all of these, because obviously we can turn around and grab those from just wilderness and daily logins and stuff like that. So we're looking at a little over 2 weeks to clear out these 3. And then that's not even jumping into this if you want to grab it. And then these are just extra resources. You don't even need to really mess with those. So 2.5 weeks worth of stamina that we're using full 100% every piece of stamina we get. And that's only if you're grinding stage 5. That's stage 5 that we're talking about, which I need to clear this one to actually get that. So stage 5, we have 2.5 weeks left, which we have 31 days left of this. Great. Definitely we can knock it out before the event ends. That's not going to be a problem. I'm assuming that once we pop over here, we're going to have a whole new set of kind of events and items and stages and everything for 6 specifically. Now, we've already, on this account, we've already I3'd 37. So the resources and stuff that were used, I don't know if we can, yeah, we can't look at past resources. So the resources and stuff that we used to get her to I3 They all come from this event, more or less. They all come from this event. You can get it, especially this one. These are used as well. I happen to have a bunch of these resources already saved up from just grinding stages. So the reason I was saying is future proofing this account versus other people's accounts and everything. And you have to think about this logically from the standpoint of the characters that you're going to be building. We are going for 6 next. If we pull up, let's see. Let's pull up the characters. Let's go to 6 and let's check out what he takes. So we're right here. The Golden Fleece, Biting Box, the Cogs, those. Okay, let's check back over here. Let's see if any of those things are worth it inside of this. Oop, keep on clicking on the bottom one. None. None there. Okay, so we can get these. Might be worth to pull on that. We do want to get this as well. Obviously, we could pick those up. I mean, these resources we want regardless. I was going to clear this one out because I'd like to get a bunch of stuff for Psy Cubes. And here, more of the insight stuff, obviously. So when I was talking about using stamina to get all of 6 items and enough sharp dotany and enough resources and everything, so we're looking at 258,000 of sharp dotany. Each of these items ready to go. Each of these items ready to go. Each of these items ready to go. Obviously, the Golden Fleece is going to be the one that takes us the longest amount of time, so we start with that. These sharp dotany is passive, so we don't need to inherently go after those right away. We can let them stack up on wilderness, and we can let them stack up on just the passive things that we're doing, like daily quests and weeklies and stuff like that, and event bonuses and all those things that come in together. So if we were to spend everything on the event right now to get all of those items and not miss out on them, we would be doing 14 days worth, minimum 14 days worth of grinding, worst case scenario, for all of the items. We have 14 days left to go before 6 comes out. So here is the dilemma. One that I was not wanting to think about choosing between right now, because I thought I had a clear path, and then you gave me kind of a different perspective on things, which I wanted to go over in this video to just show my thought process. That way I could clarify that I do understand where you're coming from when it comes to clearing out events and everything like that. But the next 14 days, 6 is coming out. We wanted to future-proof this. We want to future-proof for 6. Like, we want to have 6 ready to go because he is a viable character to use on multiple teams. He's a good support. So he's someone that's going to help our account progress in certain areas and stuff like that that we wouldn't have been able to progress in before. If we were to use these next 14 days to just go ahead and clear all this out, what will we be getting? Psy Cube materials to push it up. That's really going to benefit us. Some more materials here that we actually don't truly need right now at this moment to push us up. I mean, the best things is these right here, honestly. And even then, that's 200 for 6,000 and 6,000. If we go over and we look at the resource stages right here, we're getting double that for the same, basically the same stamina spent. We're getting double it there. And what are we getting here? 9,000. So we're getting like 0.5% more over here for 5 more stamina. This is what I was talking about when it comes to future proofing and stamina usage. If we were future proofing for 37 and that part of the event was still something that we need to unlock, then I would say 100% go all for that. I hope you guys can understand where I'm coming from, because I'm not trying to combat y'all's ideas. I'm just trying to show you why I'm thinking what I'm thinking. And I hope after showing you the math behind it and you understanding it, because I took a lot of time to think about it and look into this, and I wanted to just live go over it. Now, of course, my math is give or take a day or two or something like that in best case, worst case scenario. And obviously, we can always get lucky and pull all of those shop items early. But that's if we get lucky. That is if we, you know, have luck on our side to get all of those things early, and we're not wasting it for the lower tier items that we don't necessarily need right at this moment. And a lot of times they just give us boxes and freebies and stuff like that with these things in it. Plus, whenever you're like clearing out the actual like story mode, when you're going through it, just doing the normal and hard mode and stuff, you get a lot of those resources already. And then they just come over time. So it's not something necessarily that I feel is the smartest path to take right now. So I'm going to confirm my decision right now. And if I am completely wrong, I hope someone is doing the opposite of me. So that way we can compare. And I hope they started about 18 days ago, 19, 20, 15, 16, 17. Anyways, close to this account. I would love to see or hear the difference between what the decision I'm going to make, which is going after all of the materials for 6, which we are going to be starting right now. Like, we're going to start this today because we have exactly 14 days. As soon as we confirm every single one of these items and all this sharp dotting and everything, we will continue to build Druvis. So right now we are going to hold off on any forward progression of any of the events that are just holding us back, because 2 weeks is not a lot of time. We're still, I guarantee you will receive all of those materials in a week and a half. If we go here to wilderness, we'll look at the fleece since it's the hardest ones to make, and we just start farming those. I mean, those are the things that we need. So we need this right here. We already have 4 of these to go towards that. And then we need 6 of these. So we have 1. We need 5 more of these, 2 more of those. And we have 3 golden fleece. And then we start building the smaller ones, which was, I already forgot. Wrath Core. Watch Core. Not Wrath Core. Watch Core. So we need the Watch Core, which is right here. So we have 3 of those, 9 of those. What is this from? Easy enough. This one right here, obviously the Holy Silver, easy enough. So one of those items that we can use for 6 to create the Watch Core. Other than that, also another item right there. So I'm doing all this live so we can see. Yeah, I still think just spending the stamina, because I could use 80 stamina to try to get this right here, or try to get this right here, and get none of them. I'll just get Chart Dotney and stuff like that, where I could use 80 stamina right here. Let's see. Have we done this one on hard mode? We'll check it real quick. I don't think so. Okay. Which one have we finished on hard mode that drops that? We're just going to do a test. We have 100 stamina, so we'll do a test right now. This will be the last part of it. And then we will move on from there in the next video. So let's go to the fleece. We need to make these. Okay, craft and wilderness. Boom. So we need the pendulum and the holy silver. Okay, so this is part of the event. Let's go back. Take a look. This was one of the drops in there. Was it on this one? No. Oh, I guess this... Was it not? So, no, it's not one of them. Okay. I'm tripping then. So, yeah, we're not even getting that. Yeah, I think it's... I feel like it's clear that if you've already gotten to 3 on 37, then continuing that event portion is just not... It's not worth your stamina right now. I mean, obviously get the Psi Cube, get the bonus Psi Cube to, boost it up 1 tier. Get you the materials for 37 so that way you can boost her up. But if you're planning on getting 6, I would start working on this today. If you haven't already, I'm sure some of you have already. But yeah, this is the play. This is definitely the play. We're going to go for these directly. 311. We definitely did 311 hard. If not, rest in peace. Okay, here we go. So what does this take? 72 for a 4. We're just going to use the old team. I don't feel like playing through it again. We're doing 72 stamina, and we'll see how many of these we get, because it'll give us the roundabout of one of the bigger tier items that we have to create and how much we're going to have to put into it. And obviously you can always try the stages that give you the material that create this item as well. Sometimes you have, you know, fixed chances for those items and it drops more of it. You just have to research which items and stuff you're creating and look at where they drop and see if you have fixed or a chance. Sometimes when you have that fixed, it just gives you a bunch of those items really easily. You don't have to worry about, you know, luck or anything like that. It's not a big deal. But once we finish this, we will, you know, wrap up the video. I made it a little bit longer, but I felt like, you know, putting some information in like this, it was worth it to give a little bit more time and talk about it a little bit more, because this is a big decision. It'd be fun. We get unlucky and get none of them. So we got one. We got one for 72 stamina, plus those extra little bonuses and stuff like that that we would have got from the event anyways. Those were things that dropped in the event, if you didn't realize. That's why I was doing that. Like these certain items and stuff dropped from the event. So we got one of those, and I think we needed 6 of them, right? Let's go check. Check real quick, and then we'll finish it up. So let's go back up here. Yeah, so we need 6 of those or 8 of those. So we need 6 of these, and then we need, okay, so not bad. In 3 to 4 days, we should have enough. And then obviously we can make some more once we get these. Are easy to get. We're dropping this during that same event. And then this one is dropped in a lot of different events anyways, or stages anyways. So we're always getting these 2 materials. They're in a lot of different stages and stuff like that. All in all, it's more value, I would say. Anyways, guys, let me know what y'all think. I mean, if you understood everything I was saying in a way that it made sense. I hope I'm not saying whether you feel like you're right or wrong or anything like that. But if you do feel like I'm making a huge mistake, please explain to me the math behind it in the comments. Because if I'm not thinking about this correctly like I think I am, then we can micro adjust tomorrow or the day after or whatever. It's not a big deal. I'm still going to go for those item pieces the rest of today and tomorrow until I make the video, and then I'll check all the comments and stuff like that. But anyways, guys, thank y'all so much for stopping by. If you haven't already, do hit that subscribe button. It helps out a ton, and I'll see you on the next video.